Welcome to resistance hit number 5. First, let's warm up with some squats. So remember, drive the butt back, knees over the ankles, behind the toes. Keep the chest up, abs in. So we want to warm up the legs. This is going to be an intense hit. It's going to be a little heavy. So let's warm up with lunges next. Remember, 90-degree bend in the front leg, 90-degree bend in the back. And let's switch legs. So we're going to need weights for today's workout. I'm using a variety. So make sure you have a variety on hand, or make sure you have something challenging. Next in the warm-up, you're going to do wide knee drives. So think like high knees, but keep the legs wide. After that, we're going to do side jump lunges. We've done these in week 1, so just remember that proper form. Let's get in a plank next. And mountain climbers. Keep breathing through. Remember, shoulders over the wrists. And let's do some jacks. So you could do traditional jumping jacks, or you could keep the hands at the hips. Keep breathing. So our first exercise is going to be a goblet squat. So you're going to hold your weight up. You're going to bring your butt back. So your butt may even dip below the knees. You want to keep the chest up, flat back, abs in. So holding the weight like that is a really good challenge for the core. It also makes it a lot more intense for the glutes, especially when you're powering up. So 20 reps. And next we have a kettlebell swing. So 20 reps. I'm using my 20-pound kettlebell. So again, you're going to get in that goblet squat position to start. From there, you're going to lean forward over the hips. Let the weight fall through the legs. As it lowers, you're going to squeeze your glutes and squeeze your abs to power the weight back up. So again, 20 reps. And then we'll move on to our next exercise. So this workout is 10 exercises and 2 sets total. So next we have a reverse lunge and twist. So you're actually going to lean over the leg as you reach the weight down. So there's a lot happening at once. So you're lunging back, you're twisting, you're reaching down. You really want to squeeze your abs here. You want to make sure you're not letting the weight pull your shoulders down, because then that's going to hurt your back. So you don't want to hurt your back here. Really squeeze the abs. Keep the shoulders pulled back tight. And a deep lunge back. So 20 reps. And again, this is a good functional position too. And what I mean by that is that we frequently reach for things. If you drop a pencil during the day, you're going to reach down and grab it. So this is actually pretty close to the position that you'd be in doing that. So it's actually going to help you perform just daily functioning much more safely. So this exercise is a side jump lunge and a side leg lift. So you're going to switch feet. You're just going to briefly come up just for the leg lift, and you're going to go right back down with the weight after. So you're staying low in this position. is really good for the butt. It's good for your quads, your hamstrings. Not to mention maintaining the weight in that position with proper form is really going to work the core. So 12 reps on that, and next we're going to isolate the side lunge. So 10 reps. So you're going to step out, press the hips back, sit into the butt. Again, make sure the knee is not driving over the toes. So 10 reps on one side and then 10 reps on the other. So other side. And step out wide. And when you step out, you want to think about putting the pressure in the middle of the foot or in the heel. So you don't want to step onto your toes. That's going to help keep all the pressure in the glutes. So again, 10 reps before we move on. For the next exercise, I'm going to use a chair. If you have a chair or a sturdy stool or a bench, something that you can step on and over. Otherwise, you can just do a side shuffle on the mat. So starting one leg up, you're going to press yourself onto the chair, jump and switch feet. So it's a quick little jump switch at the top. So again, sturdy, stable chair. It's a quick movement and we're doing 20 reps. And next we're going to use the chair again for decline plank knee tucks. So feet are going to be on the chair, and you want to maintain shoulders over the wrists, and you're going to drive the knees deep into the chest. So you want to think about bringing the knees up as high as you can. That's really going to activate the core. So 20 reps. Almost through it. So let's set the chair aside. I'm using my weight plate for a single leg deadlift. We're going to alternate sides. So again, you can use a free weight. If you have a kettlebell, you can use a kettlebell. If you have something heavy that's safe to use for resistance training, you can use that. So you want to maintain shoulders pulled into the back, nice flat back, abs pulled in tight. If you lose balance, that's okay. Just make sure you don't fall over. You don't want to get hurt. So it's a stiff leg deadlift that we're doing. You're only maintaining a slight bend in the knee. You're not moving the knee as you lower down. You're thinking about hinging forward through the hips, activating the low back and the glutes, and you're really going to focus on driving up and squeezing the butt to bring yourself up to standing. So almost through these. And then we're going to come down to the mat and work abs with a Russian twist. So I'm using my 20-pound kettlebell. Again, you can use a free weight or whatever you have. You want to keep knees bent, knees together in front. You're going to get in that V-seat position. And you're going to carefully twist side to side. So you're not going to swing the weight. You want to make sure it's a nice controlled motion so that you don't throw out your back. So again, everything with proper form. And our last exercise in the circuit are chair squats. So just like we would do in yoga, arms are going to raise up as you push the hips back and lower the butt down. Legs stay close together here. So it's really challenging for the back. It's challenging for the core and the inner thighs. 10 reps. And we're back to exercise number 1. This is our last time through this. So really push. 20 reps here. You can do this. Really push through your heels to squeeze the butt and power yourself up. So thinking about pressing through those heels really does help you activate the glutes. This is important, especially when you become fatigued in these workouts. Remembering those little cues will help you. Keep your abs pulled in tight. So next up, we're on to our kettlebell swings. "20 reps. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs. It's a quick motion. Almost there. And next we have a reverse lunge and twist. Again, 20 reps. We're alternating sides. So that's 10 reps per side. So if you can't do a weight training workout, this is always a good one to go to. It moves quick and you're getting that heavy resistance training that you need. Almost through it. We have our side jump lunge and side leg lift next. So again, I'm using my kettlebell. You're going to start lowered towards the mat. You're going to jump switch the feet, lift the leg. So again, we're alternating sides. So it's 6 reps per side, 12 reps total. So this is really great for working the hips, so the outside of the butt. It's going to help tighten everything up. And we're going to isolate a little bit more on the side lunge. So I'm using my free weights here. You could use your kettlebell. You could use a weight plate. You could use a band. You would have to attach it to your shoes or your ankles, but that would be another alternative. So whenever you can, you want to try to use resistance in these workouts. So if you don't own a set of weights, just email me and we can go over what you do have and I can give you some ideas. So again, 10 reps on the other side before we move on. We have our chair jump overs coming up next. Just so you could see another view. Quick little movement. Jump switch the feet at the top. Again, 20 reps. And you want to move through it as quick as you can. So you may slow down on your second set as you become fatigued. If you need to slow down at one point, you can do that. And then if you can speed up, speed back up. So next we're on to our decline plank knee tucks. 20 reps. Moving on, we're almost through it. We're on to our alternating single leg deadlifts. So I'm just demonstrating that you can put the toe on the floor to help gain some balance. If you want the challenge, try to keep the leg elevated. Keep pushing through. We've only got 2 more exercises to go after this, and then you guys are done. So breathe. Try to just get a flow going with this. And again, pressure in the heels. You don't want to push forward into the toes. We have our Russian twist coming up next. Nice job. So let's come down to the mat, grab your weight, get in that V-seat position, and twist side to side. Nice controlled twist. So don't just fling the weight, don't twist quickly. Make sure you're really squeezing the core, nice and controlled. 20 reps, you can do this, you're almost there. Here we go, last exercise, guys. Chair squats, 10 reps. You can do this. Almost through it. Remember, legs are a couple inches apart. Deep breath. If you need to pause and take a rest at any point, that's okay. And you guys are done. Awesome job. And so at the end, I'm just demonstrating just a couple of modifications. So if that reach down is too much, you can keep the weight up. For the decline plank, you can always just do the plank knee tucks on the mat. So another modification we can go over is the alternating single leg deadlift. As I said before, you can keep the toe down. And for the chair squats, you can always do this without weight. Nice job.